Friday again, me again, the Reverend Elizabeth Spence. We're still not really going out unless we really need to, and so we just do the one weekly shop for groceries. And our hunter-gatherer goes off on a Thursday after tea when there's not much on the telly box. And when she comes back, she brings all manner of wonderfulness home with her. Obviously, she brings the things that we need, like veggies and fruit and milk and bread and those kind of things. And then she brings us things that we really want. So things like this. You might notice this is just the packet. Well, it has been in the house for 12 hours. And then she brings us back things that we absolutely, definitely don't need, but just bring so much joy to us for a few moments. What about this? Flamingo measuring cups. Who could do without those? I don't know. We love Thursday nights in our house, but oh boy, Thursday days. We have the most random sorts of meals thinkable. Soup is normally called bits of soup. We have that at lunchtime because it's bits of this and bits of that. Some veggies that have been lying languishing at the back of the box for some reason. Tea's always a great surprise. It might be sausages with some roasted parsnips on top of a bed of brown rice and maybe with a fried egg on top and a wee sprig of parsley in order to make it look that wee bit more exotic. Thursday meals are a thing of invention born out of availability. And that kind of got me thinking about these last few months that we've been in, that we've been making the most of what we've got, the most of what is available to us. And people have become really inventive and very practical about using the things that are available to them. Someone in our neighbourhood started a fairy glen in the wood over from us. They started with 30 fairy doors. Here's one of them, a wee fairy door there. They started with 30 of those. But it really caught people's imagination and they began to make their contribution to the point that we've got 100 different things happening in that woods. It might even be more now. And there's actually an entire little village appearing. For instance, there's a play park where you can go if you're a fairy to play. If you've got something you need to post, don't worry, because there's a post office for the fairies. If you become sick, but you won't because fairies don't become sick, there is a hospital. And of course, you can go to fairy rainbows if you really want to. It's really captured people's imagination. And in some ways, it made me wonder, if we were doing the normal thing, would it have had the same response? As people go off to their clubs and to their groups, and folk are rushing from here to there, and children have got really busy lives, would that have taken off just so much? And I'm not sure it might have. We have made the most of what's available to us. And that's made some things much bigger, much better than we'd ever thought they might be. And I think we've all done a great job of using what is available to us in these last few months. So let's not try and forget some of those things. Once we can be out a bit more, once we can be visiting friends and families in an almost usual way. Because I don't know about you, but I definitely need more flamingos in my life. So let's join in our short prayer. God of all, we give thanks for the small steps forward that are being made to control coronavirus. We ask your blessing of healing on all who are ill and who are recovering from the virus. We ask your blessing of peace to those who are grieving the loss of a much-loved person. And we know the promise you have given us of a way forward with hope and a future. And for today, we rely on that good news. Amen. And so until Friday, have a good weekend, whatever you're up to, and stay well, stay safe, and stay connected.